Where's Waldo? Well, I found him, actually. He's right here. This is the official Where's Waldo? Waldo Doll. And we're going to take a look at him today, because he's pretty incredible, and a little off-putting and kind of scary. But the box is cool, too, and he comes with some neat little surprises, so let's take a look, shall we? So looking at the front of the box, we've got words staring back at us. Find Waldo through the magnifying glass. What magnifying glass? Let's read on and find out. Kazam! Amazing wristbands. It's 3 games for you, and 3 belts for Waldo. You know, Waldo with his signature belt. That's a thing, right? And this is for ages over 3. If you're 3 or under, stop watching right now. And go to bed. It's your bedtime. Come on. You already got tucked in. So let's turn the box a little bit and see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, there's an explanation here. Where's Waldo, Waldo Doll? Lost for thousands of years, hidden among thousands of people. Insert illustrated strips into Waldo's belt, then slide a magnifying lens across the strip and see if you can find Waldo. You know, like the game. Kazam! Amazing wristband. It's a game for you, and a belt for me. Oh, that's from the perspective of Waldo. Now, I know that there is a Waldo doll that talks.
He actually has records that you put in the back of him, and then he says different things.
Help Whitebeard find something very old.
This one does not do that. This is a non-talking Waldo doll, which, as far as my canonical Waldo experience, I prefer the one that never says anything, because that's sort of his thing, you know? He's like the silent protagonist. I mean, sure, like, the letters in the books are written from his perspective, but come on, you can't put a voice to Waldo. You just can't. So what's on the very back of the box? And you can see it's a pretty big box. Hi, Waldo watchers. Well, I'll tell you this for nothing. Life's a lot more fun with good friends. Look around your store and see if you can find me, my friend Wenda, and her friend Wolf Dog. Well, we already have Waldo here, sure enough. And yeah, there's Wenda. I always thought her name was Wendy. She'd be cool to have. Never found her, though. Where's Waldo Wolf Dog? Now, I would love to have all 3 of them, but especially Wolf Dog. Look at him. He's even got little glasses on, and he has a collar, which actually makes sense for this little game that they're trying to play. Don't stop. There's so much more going on. Games to play, adventure cards to collect. Phew! It's amazing. Just find me on each one. This feels almost self-aware, like, look at the things. Consume. Consume. Find me. Buy me. It's amazing. So we've got the Where's Waldo memory game. That looks kind of cool. I'm really curious to see how that actually is played. Where's Waldo adventure cards? Now, I would love to find these as well, especially in that box. What happened to Waldo? Where did he go? He just kind of fell out of the cultural zeitgeist, I guess. Bring Waldo back. And at the bottom we've got Where's Waldo World Game. That looks very involved. And I have never heard of any of these things. Now, I'll tell you this much. Besides the Waldo doll, this is probably the coolest thing I own, aside from the other Waldo books. This is the Where's Waldo Ultimate Fun book, and this has a lot of neat little games you can play in it. It's got, like, cardboard cutout standees that you can pop out of the page, seeing if I can find them. Somebody already has, but they're pretty nifty. There's some kind of game involved with these. Of course, I'm not going to pop them out, but I have taken a couple of these stickers, though, and these are awesome. So yes, there are a number of Waldo merchandises, besides just the books, which, honestly, growing up, I never knew about. I thought Waldo was like a one-and-done thing. I didn't even know there were multiple Waldo books. So, finding things like this in the doll is pretty cool. Anything on the other side? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. On your marks, Waldo spotters, help me find my heart. I lost it somewhere on this package. Can you spot it? Phew. I hope you find it. Okay, let's take a look. We're looking for a heart. Lots of Waldos. Some of these Waldos look really weird. I think this is taken from one of the other Waldo books, and the page has been blown up, so you can see a little bit of the finer details aren't really what Waldo's about. It's more about just overwhelming you to the point of, whoa, what am I looking at? Oh yeah, and there's a heart. It's right there. That's Waldo's heart. It's kind of tiny relative to the, this guy. You might want to get that checked, Waldo. It's not very healthy. Alright, so we are going to attempt to open the Waldo. I have had him out of the box before. I threw him back in the box for the video. You know how this works. Pop that, flip that bad boy open, and come on out, Waldo. We'll just move your spaceship over there. And, feast your eyes. He's feasting his eyes. I tell you what. Slightly posable. You can sort of bend his arms a little bit. You can't really move his hands at all. They're just sort of lumps of plastic. I'm not going to say it's like the best doll or action figure or whatever that I've ever felt in my hands, but I think what it lacks in articulation, it makes up for in just size. I think this guy's like 18 inches or something. He's pretty tall. He's definitely worth having out on a shelf or something. And you can take his little feet and you can cross his legs like that and have him waving. And he can just sit on your shelves and just sort of creep you out. Underneath here, Waldo's got like just, you know, pale colored skin up his legs. He's wearing these red plastic socks. So yeah, like not a super expensive toy to make, that's for sure. But he's still really cool, and I like him, and he comes with his own belts, and usually these would be in the package, but I already took them out. So I'll get some close-up footage of this for you guys, but I'm going to look at it here. So yes, this little plastic piece comes off, and it slides onto the 3 different belt loops here, if you want to call them that. And it's a neat little thing to have. You just sort of slide along if you don't have good vision, because otherwise you can see Waldo pretty clearly. And, yep, there's Waldo right there, staring back at you. I think I have the books that these pages come from. They're basically just the cross-section of the actual Where's Waldo page, wherever he happened to be. So, like, you're not looking for a very true Where's Waldo experience, but it's neat. It's a gimmick for them to throw in, and, you got yourself like a little Where's Waldo watch, which I think is pretty cool. As short of an actual watch, I'd wear this around sometimes. Though the band isn't really that secure. I don't know if that's due to age or just because it's like very slippery plastic and a really cheaply made buckle. But yeah, it's neat. It's neat. It's right up my alley of things that I would wear. Show my Waldo love. And I guess if you're like super bored and you don't have a very good memory, you could actually play Where's Waldo on this. Though depending on how big your wrist is, or like half of it's getting cut off, because, you know, they're pretty large. Yeah, so it's neat, and I guess now I'll return it to Waldo. It's not going on very easy, Waldo. You gotta lose a couple pounds there, buddy. And there we go. Now, I think this looks pretty stupid, admittedly. And apparently this is how they were, like, originally packaged. He would have had this belt on, and then the other 2 were hanging up on the side. I couldn't be bothered to put them back, because why would I? I'm just going to take them right out of the box. But I think that's going to do it, friends. This isn't really a book. This is just something that's based on a book. I've got the other Where's Waldo books, and I plan on doing a Where's Waldo sort of tribute in the future, and you can bet your sweet bippy that this little guy's going to be in that video. But for now, I wanted to give you a little look at him and show you the box, because the box is pretty cool, and just let you find Waldo for once, because otherwise it's so difficult. I mean, am I right? Well, that's going to do it for us today, friends. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this slightly different video than usual. If you like this sort of thing, feel free to like the video and subscribe if you want to. It really helps us out and puts a big old smile on my face. And also, you can check us out at wereedbooks.com or look us up on Instagram and the Twitters at wereedbooks. And, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching, friends, and I do hope that you will join me the next time we read something together. Ta-ta.